Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are? We come over here and we get told that he hates us.
And welcome back, Frequency Freaks. We're back, and we're actually back again. And what I mean by that is every time I try to record this video, something keeps interrupting me. Something keeps screwing the recording up somehow, some way. It's pretty wild. But this stuff happens, you know, Murphy's Law. When you're trying to do something, I mean, it's don't be surprised if you hear anything, lightning strike, a nuclear bomb go off or anything, because everything is just interrupting this video. I can't get through it. Anyway, let's try to get on now to what this channel is meant for. Today, this is finally an episode where, you know, it's mostly all audio. That's all the time that you see here on this video. This episode was so crazy of Twin Paranormal that this actually has to be in several parts. This will be a multi-part video, so look for that, because it's so much audio. Just the audio, not including the other evidence. We don't include the other stuff here. That's for the original video. Just the audio is, it's so much. It was insane. Make sure you go to Twin Paranormal, subscribe, look for the name of the episode is The Night I Almost Died in DIABLO'S ASYLUM. I have it linked in the description. I always have the original videos in the description below. Like, subscribe, watch the whole video. If you're on a PC, if you're on a computer, you can pull this video and the original up side by side if you want to, because everything's in chronological order here. So as it happens, you know, in order on the episode, on the original episode is how it happens here. If you're new here, if you're still wondering what the hell is this, well, I have a background in pro audio engineering, and I'm going to try to bring my skills to the paranormal field with enhancing the audio on a lot of these episodes of some of your favorite paranormal teams. I notice a lot of times that it can be brought out a lot more. And, you know, I think most of the editors on a lot of the teams are more video biased, and they do the best they can. But I'm going to really try to bring my expertise to this, to bring the audio out, make it more 3D, make it louder. And so we can all really get a feel for what was going on in some of these cases. So after you see your favorite teams post up, you can come here and hopefully I would have them already, or within a short period of time. If you have any requests, and I highly recommend this, get in my comments on any of the videos and request a particular video, and I'll try to get to it and fill that request. So make sure you subscribe here. Very important. Subscribe here, like, comment, give me some indication. Let me know that, you know, this is something you want to see, and I'm going to keep on trucking and keep it going. So let's go on and get this started. We're going to watch a bit of the intro here.
We're Twin Paranormal, and tonight we are here at the Ashmore Estate!
Woo! Yay! And this is what happened tonight. They don't want us to leave. No, bro, that actually makes me want to cry. Dude, what the f is this? Whoa!
There is a 7-foot-tall entity, and it has been attacking and taking over people's bodies.
According to them.
And just to step in here, also for, you know, how YouTube is, we have to take breaks. But yeah, it's called Ashmore Estates, but the episode is titled DIABLO'S ASYLUM. I guess that's a dual name for it. I'm not sure there. I didn't catch that, but yeah, it'll be linked in the description anyway.
One of the girls was not herself.
Are you okay? Hello?
You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Shut up!
I just felt someone to the right of me.
Witch! No. Stop, please.
Pretty nuts. Let's go on. We're getting started here into the first clip.
Right here, where the three of us are standing, we were told there was a 7-foot entity that has been seen. Now, apparently this entity is seen all around this building, but we thought that we might as well start here.
Also, some think that this spot is more of a hot spot or one of this entity's favorite parts of the...
Excuse me. And I don't have a cough button set up, so I have to excuse myself there. But so you'll notice this is the format here, how we do this. It'll say original at the top there, obviously, that that's the original clip, non-modified. That's how it aired. And then you will see enhanced by by Phantom Freaks when there's something that we've done here. So let's go on and get into this. This one, you know, there was talking going on. Anytime there's talking over it or any kind of music and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do, but I tried to pull it out here. You know, nothing too crazy. We're going to kind of start off with the light stuff, and we're going to get heavy here in a minute.
This entity is seen all around this building, but we thought that we might as well start here.
Also, some think that this spot is more...
I'll play that again.
This entity is seen all around this building, but we thought that we might as well start here.
Also, some think that this spot...
We'll go to the slow-mo on that.
Now, apparently this entity is seen all around this building, but we thought that we might as well start here. Also, some...
Like I said, nothing too crazy. Wyatt heard it there, though, and reacted to it like, what in the hell was that? I will say, too, when you hear the voices duck on the enhancement that I do that, obviously, to kind of protect your ears, because part of what's going on is raising the volume. There's way more going into it than that, but that's, you know, an unintended consequence that happens anyway. So they're closer to the microphone. They're going to be very, very loud. So I turn that stuff down and try to only amplify the sound. So let's continue. The next clip, another one we need to get out the way before we fully dive in here. This clip, they claim they heard a hiss or something that went on. I didn't really hear anything. That doesn't mean that they didn't. A lot of times there's phantom sounds, as you might have heard me speak about before. There's phantom sounds to where people, you know, it could be one person in a group hears something. It could be the group hears something, but none of the microphones pick it up. It could be the microphones pick it up, but nobody there hears it. This really does happen in real life. I've had similar situations. I'm not just have a background in pro audio, but also having experienced a pretty wild haunting myself back in 2011. You'll hear me reference it from time to time. But anyway, let's get into this clip. And there's also a knock at the back here that I missed. I will admit that I missed that knock. That's one out of here that I missed, but you'll hear it clearly.
That give you the ability to show us that you are around us, and also to use your words. And I'd like to bring out this device where you can use your words, whether it's one word or a whole sentence. We just want to know if you are around us, and if you do hear us. Was that a hissing?
Oh, I actually just heard someone to the right of us.
Yeah, that knock, I just didn't cut that knock out. I missed that on accident. But you heard it very clearly there. And like I said, I think they probably heard what they heard on the scene there with the hiss. Let's move on to the next clip we got here for enhancement.
This device right here gives you the ability to talk to us, so please speak into this device. Elva, are you here?
That was right on the other side.
Yo.
That was, huh?
I'll play that again.
This device right here gives you the ability to talk to us, so please speak into this device. Elva, are you here?
That was right on the other side.
Yo.
That was.
And let's go to the enhancement.
Trying to say, first things first, thank you. This device right here gives you the ability to talk to us, so please speak into this device. Elva, are you here?
That was right on the other side.
Yo.
That was, huh?
That's pretty crazy. Let's play that one.
So please speak into this device. Elva, are you here?
That was right on the other side.
Yo.
It was, huh?
Let's go to the slow-mo.
Please speak into this device. Elva, are you here?
That was right on the other side.
Yo.
As you hear in the original, see, there's some distance. Part of the reason why it's lower, why it's harder for you to hear in the original, is there is some distance there. So many people may or may not know there is a element of 3 dimensions in audio, and yeah, you can get that distant. Usually it manifests in a lower amplitude like that. The farther it is away, the lower the power that the sound has, and so. In bringing it up, it sounds like, whoa, you pull it up to the forefront. It's kind of mimicking what it would sound like if they had got closer to it. Like I said, there's nothing artificial here. That is the sound, but it by pulling it up close like that, it's almost as if they were standing next to it with the camera. In some cases it's just too far away to really bring out like that. But that was a pretty wild, whatever that was noise. There's so many noises. You'll hear this episode it's bonkers. Let's go on to the next one.
We brought you a toy. You might like this toy. We'd like you to play with it.
What? I just heard a girl yelling.
Let's go back on that.
We brought you a toy. You might like this toy. We'd like you to play with it.
What? I just heard a girl yelling.
Okay, so with that, yeah, that was very distant in the building. Could have been on a matter of fact, I think their other camera picked it up. We'll have it here in a second. That it was probably on another floor somewhere. And even the floor that the other camera picked it up on, I think it was on the 2nd floor. It sounded like it was on another floor from that. It was a distant vocalization. So I tried the best I could. There's a lot of artifacting here. But let's take a listen.
We brought you a toy. You might like this toy. We'd like you to play with it.
I just heard a girl yelling.
Let me put that up here. And I don't think I turned down his voice as much as I wanted to here, but let's play it again.
Play with it.
It's real short right there. Let's go to the slow-mo.
Like this toy. We'd like you to play with it.
Yeah, it's very faint there. But you can hear it. Yeah, sometimes it's just really far in the background. I actually think I should probably revisit that and work on that a little bit more, because I think I can pull that out a little bit better. But it's yeah, stuff like this we you'll see many episodes. Those of you that are familiar, that kind of stuff really happens, and surprised they didn't go running out of there screaming when it happened. But let's go on to the next one. And this is that 2nd floor camera. Caught it much better up there on the 2nd floor. It was definitely a little closer to the source of the audio. Let's go to the enhancement here. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, let's go to the slow-mo. Yeah, that's a little... That's usually enough. And I know the entities would be shocked. That, for most people going into these places, that's enough to send them running out into the middle of the street right there. So let's move on to the next clip.
Dude, when you said that, look at my arm.
Whoa, that actually just scared the...
Okay, so this clip, the he haunts, is actually one of the twins. I do believe is one of the twins repeating something that one of their devices said. It's not paranormal, but what is paranormal is that what Wyatt reacted to, that little, you're listening for something that sounds like a male voice say om om or something like that. Om right after.
Dude, when you
Right there. Om om.
Dude, when you said that, look at my arm.
Yeah, I believe that's what he was reacting to. So here's the enhancement.
Dude, when you said that, look at my arm.
Whoa, that actually.
Dude, when you said that, look at my arm.
Whoa.
It's pretty wild. And let's go to the slow-mo.
Dude, when you said that, look at my arm.
Whoa, that actually just scared them.
All right, so this is just getting started. It was so many little audio clips here. It's just like, what in the world was going on in this place? Let's go to the next clip.
Where? Can you make a noise, please? Where? Can you make a noise, please?
Okay, so in that one, they have a music box right there through that door. I think it's sitting on that chair. And if you're not familiar with it, it's a little motion sensor that has a built-in, old school music box on the top. And there's an electric motor that powers it when it's triggered. And so you'll hear that electric motor turn on when it's triggered. That's what you hear at the end, but it's right before that. It's it's just real soft and low, a little. Let's go to the enhancement.
Where? Can you make a noise, please?
So yeah, that, and when that light flashes, that's the music box. So it's right before that.
Where? Can you make a noise, please?
And this is a sound very similar to one that's coming up. That it's a snippet of it. When you hear the bigger sound, you'll say, oh, okay, that makes sense. It sounds almost like a tape measure, a metal tape measure. If you've ever used one of those, that like it's being drugged cross surfaces in there, in a very hard reverby place like they're in. It literally sounds like somebody dragging around a tape measure or some metal blinds or something on the floor. Here's a slow-mo.
Where? Can you make a noise, please? Where? Can you make a noise, please?
Let's go on to the next clip.
We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. I just heard a knock.
Very clearly a knock there. Let's play it again.
We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. I just heard a knock.
Straight into the enhancement.
We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. I just heard a knock.
Let's move on to the slow-mo here.
We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. I just heard. We don't mean any harm. We just want to have a conversation, please. I just heard.
Yeah, that's just getting started there again. Those knocks and taps and clicks and pops remind me so much of my case in 2011. Excuse me. You see, now I'm being choked where I can't even do the recording here because it's just anything and everything that happens when I try to record. Anyway, yeah, it reminds me a lot of the stuff that was going on in mine. There was a lot of clicks, taps, pops, bangs, a lot. That was when it came to the taps particularly. it was constantly with the taps. A lot of these shows, that's what lets me know, you know, that a lot of them are authentic, is because I hear the same stuff that I heard in my case. So like when you go out and you know, when it's happened to you and you record it yourself, okay, it's, you know, at bare minimum for any of these outfits that might be out here that might be faking, I can tell you for sure that a lot of them have gotten, whoever the effects person is, has gotten the idea from a real clip, whether they knew it was a real clip or not. You know, whether it's a visual thing or audio, a lot of the time the special effects people that do fake stuff, they got it from a real clip. You know, the idea, the whole idea around how it sounds and how it looks, because when you've seen it and you heard it for real, it's a whole nother thing. More on that later. Stay tuned, subscribe. I'm definitely going to bring out some stuff from my 2011 case. But let's get on to the next clip.
Oh, I'm getting shaky. Oh, I feel so bad.
Wait, stop. I heard the cracking.
Now this, and I hate to keep popping in, but I have to hop in. For context, this is the entity that is believed to be here, which is a non-human entity for sure. And they believe so at the facility. There is a cracking, or at least one of the entities, I'll say that there is this cracking or popping noise that sounds like knuckles popping or joints cracking or something. That's how they describe how they hear it there. Acoustics are always going to be a little different, us hearing it here and them hearing it there. And, you know, it always can change a little bit. You know, nothing's going to be 100% like being there. So that's how Wyatt interprets it. That's how they interpret hearing it. It sounds to me like a woman wearing like hard soled shoes, like, you know, I don't know if whether you want to say heels or some type of business type of shoe with a hard sole on it, and walking through a hotel lobby with a hard floor. Like that's what it kind of actually sounds like to me.
Oh, I'm getting shaky. Oh, I feel so bad.
Wait, stop. I heard the cracking.
And of course, that last one sounds like a knock, just a big knock. Here's the enhancement on it.
Oh, I'm getting shaky. Oh, I feel so bad.
Wait, stop. I heard the cracking.
Oh, I'm getting shaky. Oh, I feel so bad.
Wait, stop. I heard the cracking.
Let's go to slow-mo.
Oh, I'm getting shaky. Oh, I feel so bad.
Wait, stop. I heard the cracking.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit. I'd have sent people for the hills right there. I would have sent people for the hills. Let's go on to the next clip.
Is somebody here?
You look like a lunch lady.
What was that?
What was that? Did that just sound like someone was like crawling on a wall?
Okay, and he said about the crawling on the wall. That's related to that entity we're talking about, the cracking. That it's a wall crawler type of. If you've been around the paranormal for a while, you've heard about these wall crawler, shadow figure type of things that it can be common in certain areas. So, a couple of things here. You'll have to look at the full episode to see why Ryan looks like a lunch lady here. That's yeah, go watch the full video. Other than that, so that sound is like the one I was talking about previously with the music box. Even though it was really low there, you know, if you have good headphones, which is recommended, by the way, good headphones or a really good stereo system, if you have a surround sound system for your TV and all that, those are always the best cases if we're listening to this. Earbuds can be okay as well. So,
Is somebody?
although high quality headphones are recommended. Now, yeah, that sound with the tape measure, that's what this sounds like, or either metal blinds being drug across the floor or a tape measure being drug. This sounds like the longer version of that little sound we heard with the music box.
Somebody here?
You look like a lunch lady.
What was that?
What was that? That just sound like...
Okay, let's go to the enhancement.
Is somebody here?
You look like a lunch lady.
What was that?
What was that? That just sound like someone was like crawling on a wall.
Is somebody here?
You look like a lunch lady.
What was that?
Okay, and let's go to slow-mo.
Is somebody here?
You look like a lunch lady.
What was that? What was that? That just sounded like someone was like crawling on.
Yeah, that's again to sent people outside. Everybody would have been outside like an emergency fire drill with that going on in most cases. Hats off to the twins, because most people would have been outside on the front lawn. But let's move on here to the next clip.
Are you talking about us? Are you talking about yourself and two others?
That's tapping.
This is a real low one, and they interpreted it as tapping. To me, I don't know what it's one of them weird sounds, and a lot of these are they're very reminiscent of sounds that I've recorded myself in my situation, where there's a lot of little weird sounds that just don't make any sense. They're just strange. This almost sounds like something creaking or a frog croak 2 times. It's like a that's what you're listening for. It's really low in the background.
Are you talking about us? Are you talking about yourself and two others?
That's tapping.
Stop.
Let's go to the enhancement here.
Are you talking about us? Are you talking about yourself and two others?
And even though there's a lot of artifacting there, you can hear that you're listening for that cadence. That's the sound there.
Are you talking about us? Are you talking about yourself and two others?
I don't know what the hell that is. We're gonna go to slow-mo.
Are you talking about us? Are you talking about yourself and two others?
You hear it there. And this is why we do the slow-mo here, is because slowing it down lowers the frequency, and that lowers the tone that you'll hear it in, because you're stretching out the waveform, you're slowing it down, and you can get some, a lot of times you can get a little bit better detail, not just from hearing it slowly, but even hearing it in a lower tone can beef it up to where you can kind of get a little more idea what the hell's going on. So let's move on to the next one.
What the f is in here now?
The knocking?
Yeah, the tapping, that metallic sound. What is that?
This is a very tricky clip for people listening, especially if you're watching the original episode. You might be like, huh, wait, what, who, what? So right here at the beginning, and this is just how this is cut, how I cut it, but at the beginning you hear a little like just a little. It's actually like somebody. I think it's one of the guy's lips. Like they did something with their lips and made almost like a noise, like they're calling a puppy or something to him. That's not what was being highlighted here. It just happened to get caught up in the clip. So when it immediately starts that little smacking noise, that's not it. But let's see. Yeah, like that. That's just somebody's lips, I think. So you have two things here. One that I think the twins missed, that I'm going to go over. The first, though, is the tapping that they did here. In this one, when we're talking about tapping, it's not the tapping like you usually hear, like we just went over. It is almost like somebody took some long nails and tapped like some porcelain or something, you know, some ceramic something, you know what I mean? It's just really like tink, 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 tink. It's really light and low in the background. That's the second sound that happens. The first one is a vocalization that I'll go over, that I think they missed, and I'll go over that. But let's enhance the tapping right now. And you got to really listen hard. It's there, but you know, your brain might not pick it up because you haven't heard it before. It's just try to listen for a tink, 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 tink. It's not them messing with the camera and moving around. It's actually a separate sound. It almost sounds like that metal tape measury, like this sounds more like metal blinds. Like I was saying, it's like somebody bending the metal blind. It's like king, 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 king. Like it's just. Yeah. You can clearly hear it right there. Okay. Go to slow-mo. Let's see, with it in a lower frequency, a lower actual tone here, you can. Okay. And we'll go to that vocalization. I'm sure you could hear it there. Many of you have already heard it and identified it, but we'll enhance it. Yeah. Huh. What the f is in here now? Let's hit the slow-mo. What the f is in here now? The knocking? Yeah, the tapping, that metallic sound. Yeah, and he said metallic sound when going back to the tapping. But yeah, that vocalization, that's very familiar to me. Again, that sounds like stuff I've recorded on my incident, where it's kind of these nonsensical vocalizations. I've had that before where there was an instance where it was much clearer and much closer to the mic, but it sounded like, it didn't even sound like it was a human voice. It sounded animalistic. It sounded half human, animalistic when you really listen to it. And it almost sounded like an animal trying to speak like a human, like trying to form words. And it almost sounded like it said, "Get drunk." That's the best I could try to make from it. It's almost like it sound, which actually had some context to some of the stuff that was going on. There was some wild stuff going on that it might have been trying to get people to get inebriated, to be partially possessed or something like that. I know that sounds wild, but trust me, this was a wild case. But yeah, it sounded like roar, roar. And you listen to it close and all it sounded like get drunk. Roar, roar. And it was like, what? What? It was like, what? There was a lot of stuff that sounded like that. And this really reminds me of that. But let's go on to the next clip. Play that again. They heard some movement in the background. Let's go to the enhancement. You see that came out really nicely there, pulling that out from the background. Let's go to the slow-mo. You know, I didn't think about it to this very moment, you know, me talking about the recordings, that you'll hear me referencing my experience that I had with a pretty bad haunting in the house I grew up in 2011 a lot, because there's a lot of stuff. That's what really, you know, triggered me into a lot of this. There's a lot of stuff I hear on these episodes that are really they're really it's like, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, I've heard that, or I've seen that before. Yeah, that's spot on. So I can relate. This right here, let me find, yeah, the movement, and it didn't dawn on me till right now. That movement sounds like a lot of I've recorded a lot of stuff that sounded like that clip right there, but it wasn't just a little movement like that. It was continuous. It was like, I mean, it was continuous, but that was very reminiscent of how it sounded moving around in the house. Yeah, just moving stuff around and messing with stuff, and yeah. But let's go on to the next clip.
Please don't be afraid of us. We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
That's another one that's way in the background.
Please don't be afraid of us. We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
And you heard his voice raise up in volume there. For those eagle-eared listeners that we have here, that was in the original episode. They were trying to raise it up, and this is kind of a good example why I'm doing what I'm doing. The volume was raised to try to let the audience hear what was going on in the background. That's why Ryan's voice went up, and you know, this was the result.
Anyway.
And so with me trying to bring my little 2 cents to the table, we can go ahead with the enhancement here and see if we can do a little better.
Please don't be afraid of us. We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
As I hope you can see the vast difference in that. Yeah, it was there. You know, I'm sure a lot of people listening to the original might be like, oh, I didn't hear anything. No, it was there.
Please don't be afraid of us. We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
Let's go to the slow-mo.
Please don't be afraid of us. We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
You can really hear what was going on in that slow-mo. Yeah, actually, I'll play a little bit.
We mean no harm, no disrespect in any way.
Telling you, fire drill, people be out front. Everybody be grouped up out front, run out of every exit. For most people that this would have happened to. Let's get on to the next clip.
Did you stay here at one point in time? Or are you staying here right now?
What the f? That sounded like someone just followed us out of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead to the enhancement.
Did you stay here at one point in time? Or are you staying here right now?
What the f? That sounded like someone just followed us out of that.
To them, at the distance it was, that's what it might have sounded more like footsteps, but it really seemed to be more so like thumps, bumps. Yeah, it could have been footsteps.
Did you stay here at one point in time? Or are you staying here right now?
What the That sounded like someone just followed us out.
Let's go to the slow-mo.
Did you stay here at one point in time? Or are you staying here right now?
What the That sounded like someone just followed us out of.
All right, that was outrageous. Let's go. Let's go to the next one.
We come over here and we get told that he hates us? That was down in the boiler room. We come over here and we get told that he hates us? That was down in the boiler room.
And you see, he tries to pinpoint it that was down in the boiler room. So yeah, a lot of this stuff was happening at a pretty decent distance. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring that out. Excuse me.
We come over here and we get told that he hates us? We come over here and we get told that he hates us?
I forgot to mention too that bang, and that was so far back in the audio. I don't even think I heard that when I heard the original clip until I start pulling it out, and I forgot here that that appears to be part of what was going on. It was just so low because it was so far away that it wasn't apparent until we pulled it out.
We come over here.
Here's the original again.
And we get told that he hates us?
So you just hear it's real low, and then the scrape right after.
We come over here and we get told that he hates us? That was down in the boiler room.
That's just insane. Here's a slow-mo.
We come over here and we get told that he hates us.
Wyatt's face says it all there. His face is yeah, that says it all. Next clip.
They're trying a couple times.
What's that?
That is footsteps.
Somebody walking?
Let's go over that again. Wild footsteps. You can hear it clearly in the episode. And one thing that they said was an object falling in the background. You'll hear in a minute. I think that was a door closing or something like that.
Hear it chime a couple times.
What's that?
That is footsteps.
Somebody walking?
And it may not have actually been footsteps. It may have been mimicking footsteps, which might be what they're doing all the time. The entities, they're likely pretending with that, like making it like they know they're purposely making this sound that sounds like footsteps. And even though in a lot of cases, and I was going to mention in the house I grew up in, footsteps, if you were downstairs, any family members that has ever lived in that house will tell you if you're downstairs and nobody's upstairs, it's a pretty decently big house, but you feel the pressure, the wood creak, everything front to back walking through the house. And I believe once the police were called, and a couple of times they were almost called. It just depended on what family member was there at the time. Because the walking was so loud and nobody was home upstairs. So, yeah, I have a lot of experience with that. Many a time. It was just, this was before the big activity was going on. So it was scary, but it was kind of normal because I grew up with it. I certainly wasn't going up there to see what was going on. But it's just crazy to think about when you hear this. But this sounds like they almost could be tapping on something, making it sound like footsteps, the entity that is. Let's go to the enhancement.
Hear it chime a couple times. That is footsteps.
Somebody walking?
Hear it chime a couple times. That is footsteps.
Somebody walking?
Yeah, I kind of think that, yeah, it's probably, because it knows it's screwing with them. It's messing with them. It's, it's trying to scare them. It's trying to do all kind of stuff. I think it's purposely, hitting something and doing it incrementally. You can hear it's getting closer to the microphone and, trying to make it like it's something walking towards them. Sometimes it just really does sound like flat out shoes. And like I said, you can feel the pressure and all of that. I guess, there's different methods, but it's a pretty weird sound. This is slow-mo.
That is footsteps. Somebody walking?
Wild. Again, that would have sent people outside 2 blocks away. But let's go on to the next one.
Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are?
What was that?
Pretty audible in the original clip. As you heard, Ryan's face says it all. There.
Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are?
What was that?
Let's go to the enhancement.
Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are?
Yeah, that was.
Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are?
As you can hear, once it was pulled up, a lot of power to that. Just as Ryan's face indicated, you're in that building and that happened. And that probably is a little more how they heard it. It might not have been that loud, because again, I'm pulling it right up to you. As far as how they heard it where they were standing, they certainly heard it very loudly though. And it there's no mistaking that kind of amplitude, kind of power in that hit, that something was going on. Yeah, there was no mistake in that one. Here's the slow-mo.
Could be.
Can you please let us know who you are?
Yeah. Now let's get on here to the next clip.
Lissa.
Oh, Catherine.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Did you just hear that?
Okay, that just a little shuffling.
Lissa.
Oh, Catherine.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Did you just hear that?
Let's go to the enhancement.
Lissa. Catherine.
Yeah.
Lissa. Catherine.
Yeah.
Let's go to slow-mo.
Catherine. Yeah. Did you just hear that? Catherine. Yeah. Did you just hear that?
Well, that's the last clip for this part. Go on to the next part. If you're watching this a little ways down the line, these will all be connected. The next recommended video will be the next part. If not, look down in the description. It should be there as well. Definitely subscribe. I have to say it again, and say it again. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, like and comment. Let me know if you have any any requests on particular episodes I need to take a look at. And yeah, stick with it. We're gonna keep on trucking here and, you know, try to work through these episodes, and I'll be streamlining, and you'll see changes here as I go. You know, I'm having to try to play catch up here a little bit, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and everything right now, but we'll work on it, and we'll get it together. But let's get on to this next episode, and I'll see you guys there.